Hi, we are in the studios of Roger Cramer, and this is Roger Cramer, and he is, tell me exactly what you are.
Well, I'm a potter, and I've been doing this seriously for about 10 years, and for 20 years prior to that, I was doing it off and on, so I spent a long time working as a potter, and my work over these most recent years has really come into fruition and developing creatively in lots of new ways that have been very exciting to me. And it's been great being here in this studio, which has afforded me the opportunity to really focus down on my work and explore shapes and glazes and the things that really excite me in the process of making clay vessels, vessels that are both functional and beautiful, and also that have a kind of spiritual quality to them, which is really at the heart of what interests me and what my life has been about for a long time, finding that spiritual center in all that I do and in the products that I create.
Wonderful. Let's take a look at some of the works that you do. One thing that I've noticed, not only the beauty and the spirituality of the work that you do, here's a fountain. This is very cool. It's nice when you have something like this in your home. The soft flow of the water creates a nice serene opportunity.
Yes, it does. It has a wonderful sound to it.
Yes, it's very calming. I can hear the larger fountain.
That's right.
And there's, you've got beautiful vessels such as that, and then you have some smaller bowls. And one thing I noticed, which I find very exciting, is not only is the work beautiful, but it's functional. Like these, when I asked Roger, I said, what do you do with these bowls? He said, you can use them for cereal. People use them for oatmeal. And I thought, how beautiful to have a lovely bowl that is not only beautiful, but you can actually use. Some more work here. And this is a bowl that you could just display on the counter.
Or use. You could, all of these pieces are very functional so that you could eat off of them. The glazes are not toxic, and so they're all quite usable. They can also be put in the microwave for heating, and in a dishwasher as well, so that they're quite serviceable.
That's a really good feature to know that you can, because a lot of people do want to know if it goes in the dishwasher.
Absolutely.
And let's see, we've got some more stuff here. So step back, kind of get more of a larger look. And these are works that have not been fired yet, so this is kind of more of a...
It's a working shelf.
A working shelf.
A mobile working shelf. Moves around the studio wherever I need it to be.
Which is great. The studio, not only does Roger open his doors at different times a year, and if a customer walked in today and wanted to poke around, it's visually pleasing, so you can come in and poke around, but it's a working studio, so it's the best of both worlds. And you've got some great sunlight coming in, and then we've got all of these things here. Oh, and tell me about this larger piece. Actually, I think I'm going to come from the other side because of the sun.
It's a large vessel. It's open on the inside so that you can put a plant in it or cut flowers, and it's very large. The name of it is Dawn, Dusk, and Dreams. And this side here is the dawn side with sun coming up, and the other side in blues is the dusk side, And the dreams are just what happens when you look at this piece and you stare at the way the glazes are running over the surface, and you begin to see things there that may be a part of your dream life,
Nice.
rather than just the practicalities of every day, but it carries you further
That is pretty.
into your interior life. My feeling about any of these vessels is that you're going to spend time with them, looking at them and holding them in your hand and enjoying them, and in the process you're going to discover things about them, and also then in the discovery you'll be discovering things about yourself as well.
That's nice. And these, I just learned today, are called berry bowls.
Berry bowls, so little colanders. And,
Yes, it may be hard to see, but the bowl itself has holes in it, which is great because if you're storing, say, berries after you brought home from the market, it creates a lot, you can rinse them and pop them right into that bowl.
I have berries every morning for as a part of my breakfast, and I put them in the bowl, one of these berry bowls, and wash them, and then use them, and have it sitting out on my counter all the time. It's very, very handsome, beautiful.
It is.
Piece of pottery to
Exactly, and it's great
enjoy
because,
and use it, but also very functional as well.
yes, because if you've ever put berries and fruits in bowls that sit on the counter,
That's right.
they become quite the science experiment. So over here is some works that are a little further along. So these have been painted already?
These have been glazed.
Glazed,
and
excuse me.
when they're glazed, they look very drab, as you can see, and but they will be just as bright and sassy as the ones over on the other tables.
Sassy, that's a good word to
Yeah.
describe it.
Yeah.
And these are even newer in the design process.
These are not nearly as far along. They have no glaze on them, but they've been fired once in what is called a bisque firing.
Okay.
And this over here, these bowls that have been waxed on the bottom, so when they're glazed, the glaze will not stick to the wax. But this is a fountain, and this is the center of the fountain.
Oh, neat.
So these two pieces will be glazed together, glazed so that they're in harmony with one another.
We have further
so we-
along in the shop, we have an example of one of the fountains, a finished fountain over
Yes.
here. So again, we've got, more working space for all the projects, a great sink.
All of the things that you need, a spray booth, shelves for
Oh, there's the spray booth.
vessels that are on the way, and I'll show you the inside of the kiln, which is stacked and
Oh, neat.
ready to fire.
Oh, here is a larger example of a fountain. And you can actually see that it's beautiful with the shell, so you can see how once it's been fully glazed and put through the kiln, you get this really gorgeous vessel. And if you stood here long enough, you could just kind of get into a Zen space, so to speak.
It is very zen.
And
So-
here's the kiln.
This is the kiln, and it's all set up to,
Oh, there's stuff in it. Great.
this is ready to be fired.
So, okay, let's see. So this is the kiln. It's got a shiny exterior, and it's got a very large lid. And then this looks pretty full, so this looks like it'll be ready to be fired soon, correct?
Absolutely. In a couple of days, it's going to be fired. And large pitchers and flower pot vessel, small pitchers, a large bowl, a large platter down here underneath, and then there are several different levels down here of other pots. So
Oh,
it's-
okay. All right,
they're
so that was
stacked
just
up.
the top piece.
Yep,
Okay.
it's just the top part.
Nice. And this is just, again, this is a combination, not only is this a working studio, but it's a studio and an art gallery all in one.
Yes, it is.
Which I think is neat, because when you come here, not only do you get to meet Roger, who creates and makes all of these beautiful things, you can see beautiful works and talk to the person who made them, which I think is a very wonderful opportunity to get to know somebody that made the work, and you get to have an original piece.
And of course, you also can see the messiness of the process itself, which is one of the delights, the joys of being a potter, the messiness, as well as one of the things that is continually agonizing about keeping things in order and making sure you have all the materials you need, and just so you can do your work from day to day.
Nice.
So it's quite an organizational set of tasks, as well as the creativity of actually making the vessels and the glazes.
Okay.
So,
In closing, how does being at a place like Cedar, what does being at a place like Cedar Street mean for you?
well, this is an extraordinary building with lots of people here who are doing other both artistic things as well as other kinds of life tasks. And so you have the interaction with other people in the building, which is very supportive, and it allows you to have the kind of conversations and refreshment with other people that is so important to doing your work as a studio artist.
Nice.
And then just having a wonderful large space, as I do here, with so much light coming in big windows, and just a very comfortable, supportive place to be.
Wonderful. Well, thanks, Roger, for taking the time to speak with me.
Well, it's my pleasure to be with you.